Hey guys, it's Dr. Maria Rothenberger from the Miracles Happen Fertility Center at drmariarothenberger.com. This is a compassion series for 2020, and this is week 24. Crazy! And we are doing this blog or this vlog series based on this book, A Year of Living with More Compassion. If you want to know why I'm doing this series, go back very long ago, 6 months ago, to the very first episode where I talk about, the very first vlog where I talk about the reasons why I'm doing this. And really, I am shocked that it's coming at such a great time. This has been a really rough year. This is being recorded in July of 2020. Lots of stuff going on, particularly in the US and certainly all over. So I'm so happy to be able to continue this series for you. This week's quote is probably one of the most meaningful for me, and I will explain that in a minute. So the quote is by Mother Teresa, who was a Catholic nun, and she specifically worked with the homeless. She says, "The biggest disease today is not leprosy or tuberculosis, but rather the feeling of not belonging." I suspect we could even say that about coronavirus. The feeling of not belonging is still much greater, much more devastating. Can you think of a time when you did not feel like you belonged? And what you felt like? And what thoughts were going through your head? The emotions that were going through your heart and body. And if you just sit with that for a minute, what does that feel like compared to having some kind of disease like leprosy or tuberculosis or coronavirus and having people on your side supporting you, medical professionals helping you? It's a very different feeling, right? It's much better in a weird way to have a disease and still have people on your side, right? So the reason why this is such a moving quote for me, or resonates with me so much, is there's a story by Wayne Dyer. He talks about, he went on a radio show years ago, and he happened to be in a segment of the show where Mother Teresa was also being interviewed. I want to say this was in Phoenix, Arizona, and Wayne Dyer got done with his interview, and Mother Teresa was on next, and he was watching the interview. It's a radio interview. He was in the studio. And Mother Teresa is just talking about a new homeless shelter that's opening up in the Phoenix area. And the radio show host was so moved by her compassion that he asked about funds or specifics that she might need for this shelter. And she declined. No, thank you. I'm just, wanting the community to be aware that this exists, that the homeless can come. It's there. It's ready for them. Mother Teresa, please, we reach, thousands and thousands of people. So many people can help. What do you need? No. I don't need anything. We're fine. We just want to spread the awareness that this place exists, right? So this goes on and on and on. Finally, Wayne Dyer's story, the host is like on his knees, like, by Mother Teresa, please, Mother Teresa, anything that you need. And she says, there is one thing. He said, anything. She said, tomorrow morning at 4 a.m., go downtown and find someone who lives there in the streets and convince him that he's not alone. That's what you can do. I mean, how powerful is that? I'm like choking up. How powerful is that? So healing. Yeah, we can have a building, we can have a place for folks to go, but if they don't have a sense of belonging, it's worse than anything. Worse than anything. So it's very moving to me. And the practice for this week, interestingly enough, is less about doing something like Mother Teresa told the radio show host to do, and it's more inner work. This is the compassion practice for this week. If you're feeling sadness, notice that sadness and bring a kind attention to where you feel that in your body. I'm touching my heart. Sometimes I'll feel it in my shoulders or my belly. Exploring it with a sense of curiosity and even imagining yourself holding this pain in your arms like you would imagine the archetypal nurturing mother figure doing. Even though most of us did not have this, we might be able to imagine it. Just do this for a few minutes at a time and see what happens. Always thank yourself for taking the time to do this. Time is precious, and so giving time toward this is a gift. And that is why we try and send gratitude inwards. So you're nurturing that part of you that is suffering, and that in itself feels less alone. And when you're able to give that to yourself, then you're able to give that to others. Because we're all interconnected. If you need a refresher on that, go back to week 23. Until next time, may you be well.